Rum! Cutlasses! More pieces of 8 than you can count on your one hand that's not been replaced by a hook. Sea of Thieves is here, and suddenly every pirate dream you've ever had is very real and in glorious 1080p to booty. But now that you're sailing Davy Jones's locker, what should you be doing to tick off that vomit-filled bucket list? Here are 9 things that every aspiring pirate needs to do in Sea of Thieves. Avast! Come on, this is the first rum-soaked port of call for any self-respecting picaroon. You even start off Sea of Thieves with a full tankard of grog, and if that's not the game saying, go on, drink me, I dare you, we don't know what is. And you should get drunk in Sea of Thieves, if only for the never again factor, because no game in living memory recreates real-life wooziness quite like this. Do you want us to hold your ponytail back? Ah, better out than in. But there's actually a step further you can go. It's time to weaponise your vomit. No, don't look so disgusted, you're a pirate! In case you were wondering how it's done, all you need to do is carry a bucket, drink 3 tankards of booze, and then fill it to the brim with your bright green stomach contents. You lightweight. Next up is throwing it over enemy buccaneers. Disgusting, but quite effective. Plus, you can change your name to Steed Vomit. Okay, fine, we've been searching Google for famous pirates. Thalassophobia is the fear of the sea generally, but if you have that, we do have to ask what you're doing playing Sea of Thieves in the first place. However, it also covers the fear of massive sea monsters, and if that's one of your things, best skip ahead now because the kraken in Sea of Thieves ticks all of your living nightmares lurking beneath the waves boxes. You'll know when a kraken is near because the water will turn inky black, which is part early warning and part way of obscuring what it actually looks like. Oh, and the gigantic crushing tentacles, they're a good clue as well. You can survive this encounter by shooting the kraken's appendages, leaving you free to hang around in taverns, drinking grog, and regaling strangers with tales they'll never believe. Congratulations, you're a real pirate now. What would happen if you tried this in real life? Mangled bones and a different type of leglessness probably, so maybe don't. However, doing it in Sea of Thieves feels amazing, and it's also a quick way of reaching far off places. Don't feel like swimming to the shore? Let gunpowder and 18th century engineering do all the hard work for you. And if you don't want to take the time swimming back, you can use the sneaky dash attack hack to fly over the water. Simply hold the button down for a charging thrust and watch as you skim heroically over the ocean, right into the side of your ship. Of course, it's even better if you manage to land on the deck of an enemy ship, heroically kill them and steal all their precious booty, but as you see from this footage, we didn't. What's a chaotic multiplayer open world adventure for, if not ignoring all the missions and going on your own private quests to recreate your favourite scenes from watery movies? There are too many to mention, but you could always create an infinitely uglier Titanic. Yep, there you are, the king of the world. Look at you go. Or recreate the life of Jack Sparrow by sinking your own ship at a dock, or just stumbling around inebriated screaming, "But where's the rum gone?" The particularly vindictive sharks of Sea of Thieves also means you can recreate all manner of "oh god, we're going to have our legs eaten" movies. From Jaws to Deep Blue Sea, those toothy monsters are happy to always play the very hungry villain. Or, you know, you could always recreate Speed 2. Remember Speed 2? The one with the boat that couldn't stop and just had to crash at full pelt into a harbour? No? It went a bit like this. The map in Sea of Thieves is massive, but it isn't boundless. Once you've finished serenading snakes and finding inventive ways to traumatise chickens, you might start wondering what lies beyond the boundaries of the map. Well, we can tell you now. It's death. Red, bubbling, ship-destroying death. We're exaggerating slightly since it's only your ship that goes down, leaving you bobbing in the boiling ocean. And don't worry, the friendly sirens are always there to help return you safely to dry land. Just look out for the plumes of green smoke. Does a truly good captain go down with their ship? Well, honestly, maybe a captain who hasn't noticed that everything, including the map table, is under 3 feet of water, actually deserves that sinking feeling as the whole ship buckles beneath you and tumbles into the blue abyss below. Yes, we're speaking from experience. However, there's something truly scary about your faithful sloop tumbling into the seas, and swimming back to gaze at your pride and joy as she slowly sinks to the lonely depths is enough to bring a tear to a pirate's glass eye. Rest in pieces, ship we didn't have long enough to actually give a name to. You were good at having barrels full of bananas. Ah, music. Where would we be without it? Talking to complete strangers on public transport for one thing. Reassuringly, in Sea of Thieves, you never have to worry about forgetting your headphones as your pirate comes equipped with a boredom-cancelling musical instrument. While of course there's the right time to have a musical interlude, complete with dancing from all involved, you can whip out your hurdy-gurdy at any time. No, that's not a euphemism. Perhaps a chest needs escorted back to the ship to the tones of the Ride of the Valkyries. Or maybe you just need to show you don't want to kill someone, so serenade them with an accordion tune or six. Plus, don't forget that playing together with friends is even better, and the music will sync up in perfect harmony to play bittersweet ditties as you sail home for the night. Instead of worrying about getting scurvy as you sail the high seas, keep yourself entertained on long voyages with that one eye of yours on the ocean wave. It turns out that there's plenty of booty lurking on the high seas if you know where to look. As well as floating barrels that'll bob along occasionally with extra supplies of bananas and cannonballs, watch out for circling seagulls above the water. Chances are they'll be above the sunken prow of a ship. That's your cue to sail over, drop anchor, and roar at your crew of scallywags to get more than their feet wet. Ships below the waves carry at least one seafarer's chest in their hold, and that means free gold for you and your crew. Just remember that someone should probably stay up top to guard the ship, and just watch out for sharks. They're hungry. Sure, your pirate's dead and you've left your mortal friends to fend without you, but that doesn't mean you can't turn the Ferry of the Damned into a lively place to spend some time. Wander around, ignoring the glum faces of your fellow pirates, appreciate the architecture, and then head up and talk to the ghostly captain. He's been dying to make your acquaintance. You could always cheer him on or just have a dance, because no one appreciates that guy enough. No one ever tips the man sailing you to hell. Truthfully though, if you're angling to get back into the action shipshape, it's best to wait by the doors beneath the friendly skeletons. Once that bell rings, you can dive straight back into the action once again. This time, try avoiding the cannonballs. So there you have it, the 9 things all pirates need to do in Sea of Thieves. If we've missed out your favourite sea dog activity, let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and survived the pirate puns, drop us a like below. Plus, if you want even more, hit subscribe for more videos from Logitech G.